Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lisa Morgan. I am a commercial loan officer, but today we're not going to talk about commercial loans. Today we are going to go beyond the loan and we're going to talk about business services at Together Credit Union. Now, the first thing that I want to do is tell you a little story about the business services team. They are an awesome team to work with. So kudos to you guys. We had to go remote in March due to COVID. And so we had to adjust to working remotely. Then we also have a new computer system, which is awesome, but it was still an adjustment. So we had that. And then the SBA rolled out the Paycheck Protection Program. So our members were wanting to know if we were going to get involved in that. And so we did make a decision to offer that loan. And we are so glad that we did. Hundreds of businesses were helped by the PPP loan. And what we did in our department, we each had a job to do. And it was sort of like a virtual assembly line, and we got it done. And most of the business members were in the St. Louis metropolitan area, but we were able to assist members in Florida, California, Texas, all over. So I just want to say thank you to the department because you guys are just awesome under the leadership of Paul Sheehan. And you're also a great group to just have fun with and work with. So kudos to the Business Services Department. So as I wanted to learn more about the PPP loan, I went to the SBA website quite a bit, and I found out that this website has so much information. And one of the things that I found was 10 steps to start your business. So I just wanted to go over these 10 steps first. If you all have any questions while I'm presenting, please don't hesitate to type the questions in. I plan to have a Q&A at the end of this session, but I may get questions during the presentation and I may stop and answer them as well. So the first step to starting your business is conduct market research. And what this means is, how are you going to market your business so that you can get your customers? I think as a loan officer, when people come to me for a loan, I love it when they have a website. I think that your presence on the internet is so important. But you need to know who you're going to market to. Are you going to market to seniors? Are you going to market to children? I mean, you have to figure out who your base is and then market accordingly. But a website is always a wonderful option. And also Facebook. It's so easy to get a Facebook page. Next is write your business plan. So due to COVID-19, everybody has the new normal. Everybody's trying to figure out, how can I sort of reinvent my business so that I can continue to make money even though I can't do things the way I used to do them. So it's good to have a map of what you want to do, where you plan to take your business, how you're going to continue to operate your business. So a business plan is very important. If you have someone that you would like to invest in your business, if you have it all spread out in a business plan, it is extremely helpful. And you may say, well, how can I write a business plan? Well, the SBA website can help you with that. They even have training courses. It's excellent. The next thing is fund your business. So you really need to know how much money it's going to cost to start your business. You need to know how you're going to get that money. Maybe you've saved up some personal funds. Maybe you know someone like a parent or a relative who can help you start it, or maybe you need to go to a bank to get the money. But you need to figure out how you're going to pursue financing your business. Next, pick your business location. Now, several small businesses start right in their home, but that's a decision you have to make. Do you have a spot in your home that is just an office, just where you can concentrate and focus and do what you need to get done? Or you may want to rent a space. So you need to figure out where you're going to put your business pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. The next one is choose your business structure. So there are several different entity types. You have a sole proprietorship, which is super easy to start. In the state of Missouri, you can start it for less than $10. Um, there's also a partnership where you have two people or more that you just do a registration, a fictitious name. You don't get very many of those. The most popular business structures are the LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Company, or the corporation. Several churches and other nonprofits will do a nonprofit corporation. So you need to decide which type of entity you're going to put your business under. And then based on those particular entity types, you're going to probably want to talk to a CPA, an accountant, someone to kind of tell you how your taxes are going to be involved with the way you structure your business. So about 33% of businesses are LLCs, and then about 33% are like S corporations. So you may want to look into that and see which one works for you, but that's what you would choose. Now, paperwork, simple for a sole proprietor. It's just a registration of fictitious name. It can be done through your state, or some states you go to your county clerk, like in Illinois. That's a county clerk function to get a registration. With an LLC, you would want to get an operating agreement. That is very, very important. Some people will go through an attorney or a CPA to get those operating agreements done. LegalZoom is also very good for getting that. Corporations, that is something where every year or every 2 years, you're going to be registering your officers of your organization. So you want to make sure that you keep up with that. You don't want it to get to where you're forgetting to register your corporation, because then the state will actually change you from active to inactive, or they'll even shut you down. You don't want to do that. So you can choose. The sole proprietorships in Missouri last for 5 years. The LLCs can go on forever. And the corporations, like I said, is either every year or every other year. Choose your business name. So you want to make sure you choose something that maybe is not too popular. I know that's credit union. We changed our name to Together because, we wanted to have a new name. So a new name, or a name rather, is just very, very important. I know my husband is a pastor of a church, and he thought long and hard, what can we name this church, so that it represents us. So you choose a name that represents you well, and a name that people will remember. So registering your business, we touched a little bit about that. You must register your business in your state or in your county. And when you open up an account, we are going to ask you for filed documents. So a limited liability company, they will have articles of organization. A corporation will have articles of incorporation. And like I said before, a partnership or a sole proprietorship will have a registration of fictitious name. But you must be legal, you must register, because that is the law. And then you need to get federal and state tax ID numbers. Now, the credit union does not require that you get state tax ID numbers, but that is for your benefit to get those state tax ID numbers. If you are a nonprofit, for example, you will be able to be tax exempt on paying taxes when you purchase things. So it's very important to do that. The federal tax ID number is something that we require at the credit union if you are a corporation. If you're doing some type of, even if you're unincorporated, we want you to have a federal tax ID number. Most LLCs will have a federal tax ID number. If you definitely are two or more members of an LLC, you're going to need a federal tax ID number. So it is so simple to get it. You don't have to find an organization to help you with that. You can go to www. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm losing it and having a. It's Oh my goodness. Oh, www.irs.gov. Yes, that is where you go to get a federal tax ID number. You go into the search engine and you put in employer identification number, and then it'll pop up. It's an application that you can submit online and you can get it immediately. So it's really, really simple and free. Apply for licenses and permits. So at the credit union, we don't ask you for licenses or permits, but that is something that you want to do because you want to make sure that you are legal. I know that with our church, we were passing out flyers and things, and a police officer stopped me and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "We're passing out flyers for people to come to our church." And he said, "Well, okay, but if you were selling something, you would need a permit." So I remembered that. So make sure you have a permit. That's very important. Now we're going to get to the meat of the presentation here, because they're also recommending that you open a business bank account. You always want to keep your business money separated from your personal funds. You're going to be so glad when it's time to do your taxes that you had all of your income and all of your expenses all under one checking account. So you definitely need to do that. Now, a lot of people say, "Lisa, why should I come to a credit union versus another kind of financial institution?" Well, we have competitive rates. We have less fees. And I know one of my friends who's probably watching, she said, "Hey, I don't know if I can get to my money like I want to if I open up my account at a credit union." Well, we have 30,000 free ATMs that you can go to all over the United States where you have access to your money. So, and then we're a full service financial institution. We have so many products. Congratulations to the credit union for reaching 1 billion in real estate loans. We have awesome real estate loans. We have a special contributor mortgage where if you're a teacher, a nurse, firefighter, police officer, you can get a special mortgage just because of that, because you contribute to the community. So it's really nice. The one thing I have to put a plug in for that I think is so cool, we have something called an earn and learn savings account for children. I had that for my daughter when she was young. The interest rate today is 3% for a savings account for a child. So if you've got children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, you want to give them a wonderful gift for their birthday or for Christmas, instead of a toy, open up a savings account for them and get them that 3% earn and learn interest rate. It's pretty awesome. So we're a full service financial institution. Now, every business relationship starts with a business savings account. We only need $5. There's no service charges on those accounts. The best checking accounts that we have are the small business checking and the nonprofit business checking. Those accounts are actually identical. They just have different names. People talk about all the time, you can get free transactions. Well, we have 305 free transactions each month. 125 items you can deposit free each month. You can go into the branch or do mobile deposits 30 times free a month. You can write 150 checks a month and it's free. So that account is awesome if you want a free account. We don't have a minimum balance requirement. We don't say that you have to use your debit card so many times a month. That's the structure of it. It's very, very competitive. Most of our members are in the small business checking account. And then we have a money market account for your business. If you have $1,000 or more that you want to kind of put to the side and you want to earn a little bit more interest, but you want your funds to be liquid, then you would open a money market account. And then, of course, we have the whole nine yards with the electronic services. You have 24/7 access to your account with online banking. You can do mobile banking with your phone. You can do free bill pay. Some people say, well, is that restricted? Can you only do so many bills a month? It's unlimited. You can do as many bills as you want. It's pretty awesome. And then for ACH services, now we have a special service for ACH where you can do direct deposit of payroll. You can pay your bills if you want to do it electronically, ACH. Also, if you are a landlord, if you want to pull money from your tenants' accounts, if they allow you to do that, you can do that also with this ACH service. It is $25 a month. However, you can try it 60 days for free. And we have several members who are taking advantage of this service, especially during COVID-19. We've had people sign up because they don't want their employees to have to come into the office to pick up a paycheck. They want to just send the money straight to their account. And it's just like cash. Then we also have business eDeposit. So if you've got a stack of checks and you really, would rather stay home or stay in your office and make those deposits, we can set you up with a high-speed scanner and you can scan all of those checks right there in your office and it'll come straight to your account. So it's pretty cool. You can get that set up as well. Another thing is Heartland Payment Systems. Now, this is if you are a business and you would like to collect debit cards or credit cards as payments from your business, from your clients. Well, you could even have something set up on your phone like I do, because I'm a Heartland Payment Systems customer, and I just swipe the credit cards and the money goes straight to the business account. So it's pretty nice. There is a fee, but the fees are based on your activity and the ticket sales. So that's something that you really want to look into as well. All of the things that I've talked about, you can definitely contact me. We have this information on our website. We've got a business services page on our website, and you can see all the wonderful people I work with. But my email is lmorgan at togethercu.org if you want to email me, and I will definitely give you more information. Now, this is what I think is super, super awesome. We had one of our branches that said, we really would like to offer something to our brand new business members, because most of our members, we really wait until they've been in business for about 3 years before we do equipment lending or auto loans or real estate investing type loans. But for credit cards, we have allowed brand new business members to apply for a credit limit up to $5,000. And I think this is awesome because I know there's a lot of statistics out there, but it says that you can start up a business with about $5,000. So we feel like this is a really, really excellent product for someone who's just starting. You get 1 point for every dollar that you charge. When you are approved, you automatically get 5,000 points. And because it has a cash back feature, you get $50 cash back just for getting approved. So we are going to pull your credit. And we do want you to have good credit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want you to have good credit. And you will be personally guaranteeing the credit card. However, we do not ask you for any tax returns because, of course, you haven't, registered or filed any taxes because you're brand new. So I think this is a really, really awesome way to get started with your business. So I went through that pretty quickly, but if anyone has any questions, this is a great time to start the Q&A. And they're coming with the questions.
is right here.
Okay. As someone just thinking about starting my own business, do you have any recommended sources to use when creating a business plan? Yes, I do. The SBA website is awesome for that. It's sba.gov. You should look there, check them out. They have a lot of resources for just getting started. And this is from Tracy. Hi, Lisa. Do you know if there is a registry of business names so you know if the name is already taken or has a trademark or tester? Okay, I don't want to settle on a name and then there's something black in there just to find out I can't use it. Exactly. Now, there are certain states where you can look and, well, first of all, you can see what other names are out there on the Secretary of State website. So in Missouri, sole proprietors, LLCs, corporations, they're all out there on the Secretary of State website. In other states, they may not be called under, they may not be under the Secretary of State, but there's a business corporation website that different states have. So you will be able to find out if someone else has your business name by going to the Secretary of State website or a comparable website. This is from Molly. If I did apply, how long would it take to get approved? And I'm assuming that Molly is talking about a business credit card. Probably because we do have quite a bit going on right now. I would say about a week or so, you will know if you're approved. You should be approved if your credit score is pretty decent, 680 or more. So, but of course, it's subject to underwriting by the loan committee. Okay, so that looks like all the questions that we have right now. Um, so it was very, very nice doing this presentation. I do want to thank the marketing department too. They're here and helping me, and they did an awesome job with the slides. And so I wanted to acknowledge them as well. So thank you so much.